Well, good evening, everyone. This is Susan for SLC Aquatics. Hashtag FishFan Mom coming to you live tonight on Tuesday evening, which is Giving Tuesday. Have you given today? That is the big question. I let's see, have a poll going in the chat. I see that we are participating, and I appreciate it. We've got 67% saying yes and 33% saying no right now, which is fine. I really want everybody to be honest. And want to say hi to Ed's picking up cichlids. Good to see you tonight, Ed. Want to say hi to my friend Chu, and also to Dina at Everything Aquatic. I want to say hi. And I hope everybody had a good, quiet, maybe heart-filled Thanksgiving. Those who celebrate Thanksgiving. I was home alone and I enjoyed it. I laid down, took some naps. I did a couple projects around the house. Now Rod is home and he had a wonderful time visiting his little grandson Emery, and that boy is amazing. Thank you, Dina. So far, everything's going good around here. I'm in the holiday spirit. This room hasn't been touched yet, but I will be thinking of something. I was thinking about going to the pet stores and picking up some Christmas decorations to put in my tanks. But I've done some changes behind me, which I'll slide out of the way in a few minutes. Dina, I wanted to let you know that I found some medication in my arsenal that may be helping with my corridor that's got a bad fungus infection on her body. She's not eating, so that's concerning me. I've tried dropping some flakes in there and having to vacuum that up. I tried putting a small piece of algae wafer in there and I ended up having to suction that up. I'm in a chat with my web host due to some site issues, so we'll be popping in and out. Okay. Hope everything, fingers crossed and prayers, everything works out quickly. But the nitrofurazone and the furazolidone, something like that. It's called jungle fungus clear, and you treat them for 5 days, then do a 25% water change. It turns the water green, which is good, and I would say 50% of her body is clear, and so I tried soaking some freeze-dried bloodworms that will eventually sink to the bottom, and I'm hoping that she'll nibble a little bit on something. She might be nibbling and I don't know it, but I'm still cleaning up a lot of food daily, and I just did a 20, well, was it a 20%? About a 20% water change, and just retreated. It said after 5 days, do a 25% water change, and then treat again. So after this treatment, I'm gonna probably do a large water change and see how her body's responding to the medication. Yes, medications, that should help with the body fungus. Thank you. It's expired, so I may need to reach out to you for some help, and we'll discuss that later. And if you have the product, I will be glad to purchase it from you. If not, I gotta get a few things offline. I need another air pump and some 50-watt heaters. Temperatures have been really cold. Today was 28. If not, I can get it in. Okay, Ed, thank you. we'll work together, guys. I appreciate it. The community is awesome. One of my gold barbs, her left eye is also swollen. I have the powder. Just contact me. Okay, I will. We'll talk about it. Big Steve's glass boxes. Hello, everyone. Hello, and I know Dina was advertising some price breaks on Repashy because of, you know, some of her stock expiring, and she always, you know, gives you a good discount so that you can use it uh, quickly in your aquariums. If you have multiple aquariums and you like to feed Repashy, now's the time to purchase it and go ahead and mix it up and feed your fish, and before her new stock comes in or whatever. And just visit the website. Empire of Dirt Aquatics. Jeff Kane is in the house. Hello, Jeff. Good to have you. So yes, I've been treating my little Paleatus Corridora, and I would say I see some improvement. I'm just concerned that she's not eating, or I'm not aware that she's eating. So I've been having to vacuum out, you know, fungused up food, and doing small water changes, you know, and topping it off. But and my gold barb that has the puffy eye, I'm sure there's something going on in that 40-gallon tank, and um, I'm gonna have to really do a deep, good cleaning and a couple water changes over a few days to help get the pH back up where it needs to be. I think it's real acidic right now, and I've got to separate out some of the albino plecostomus, the albino bristlenose. I know at least 3 males in there, so I need to separate them out, and because there were some babies born, you know, about 3 weeks ago. We counted 25, and then I couldn't find them, and then uh, I probably counted 5 or 6 the other day that have grown, but I don't know where the rest of them are. They could be hiding really well, or some of them could have died off or been eaten. Dina says in the chat, for your information, the Black Friday sales have ended, but are now showing on my website, as the web host is still trying to roll back to fix an issue that they created. Okay. So does that mean there's still an opportunity to get those sales prices on her website? So check it out, see what's going on there, and then when the problem gets fixed, maybe the sales prices will change. But if you're in need of some foods and some Repashy, and some of her angelfish are on sale, and other things, so go check her out. everythingaquatic.net. There is a poll in the chat I would like you all to participate in. It's asking, do you want to see the newsletter come back, yes or no? Very plain. Be honest, and I appreciate it. I have several little booklets here from Petco. This is your guide to aquatic success, and I'm going to go through that and discuss some things tonight. Here is some plant care information. Good old Tetra. I don't know if Tetra sold their business or not. Are they still in business, everybody? I've always enjoyed them because when I set up my aquariums, you know, their heaters and lights lasted a good year or two, but I got free replacements of that equipment, and I don't know if they do that free replacement anymore. Hey, Rod. Everything Aquatic says as soon as fixed, they will be gone again. So grab them now if you want to. They're there on the website. before the problem is fixed. And yes, if someone orders before this issue is resolved, you can get the sale price. So go ahead and take a break right now and go over there and do some ordering and get your sale prices. If you enjoy doing it, I think you should. If it's too stressful, then I don't think you should. Yeah, my biggest problem was it's a community newsletter, and I wanted the community to share their short stories and stuff. And so it was difficult trying to find articles every other month. But if people want to submit their articles or short stories or like Dina sometimes will run ads on Facebook, and I want to be able to have that in the newsletter so that you can go to her website and have some hot links in the newsletter where you can go right on over there from the newsletter. Hey, new local Austin, Ma, I'm awake and here. Hello, friends. Hey, Austin, good to see you. Hope everybody's doing well. Are y'all getting any snow? The Zen Ginger's in the house. Hello, my sweet Zen Ginger. Good to see you. I'm on the way to Olive Garden for my son's birthday, but lurking and listening on the way. Well, happy birthday to your son, and have a wonderful dinner with him, and just have great memories. Make good memories. Jeff says, I have difficulty making the time to participate. I understand sometimes time is an issue in submitting articles. If you have anything pre-written, like Dina's website on fish cures, I can get articles from her all the time and share them. Bob Steenfott's been sharing articles with me, and so I can get a couple articles going there bi-monthly. And I want to update definitely the resources, and we feature different YouTube channels that people may not be aware of. And I'm thinking about offering membership links and things like that in the newsletter. Yes, Ed has written lots of articles and shared with us part 1 and part 2 of his trip to Peru. And I think those are the only 2 that I've gotten from you so far. But if y'all want to bring it back, it's something that I take pleasure in doing, as long as I don't have to beg for the articles. I can just let you know, hey, I'm running short and I need some input. And it's a community newsletter, so we've got several members in the Fish Fam community now on I know they're on Facebook here in Alabama, that are now not just hobbyists, but they are going into business themselves. Yes, I have more to share. Great. That's hopeful, really. Thank you, Ed. I really appreciate it. And Jeff saying that's understandable. Yeah. And if there's anything else that y'all would like to see different in the newsletter, like, some of the businesses like Flip Aquatics and Aquarium Co-op and different ones like that, their newsletters talks about sales all the time. The chat was disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect me. All right, it was successful. Don't know what causes that. That's interesting. I think it's a YouTube thing that goes on. But anybody want to share links tonight, any news, share it with me. And of course, my email is always on the screen. It's slcaquatics@gmail.com now. It's real easy. It used to be the Yahoo one, but this one is slcaquatics@gmail.com. And I have changed the website address to slcaquatics.com. I was able to transfer it into my dashboard, my um, oh my WordPress, into my WordPress dashboard, and the domain was not transferable, so I was able to get slcaquatics.com, which I'm very pleased with. Zen Ginger says, I keep seeing that on YouTube on my PC, and the chat actually freezes up on mobile, and you have to refresh often to see new chats. It's weird, lol. Yeah, they're probably having some server issues and maybe software issues concerning the live chat. They're always changing things, like 1 minute you can't share a URL, and then 1 minute you can share it. But you know, there's reasons for all things, and with technology you're gonna have glitches all the time. So sorry for even that. Usually that means that they're about to force a new update, but it's been going on for 2 weeks now, so I hope they fix it soon, lol. Yeah, I'm sure they're trying different things. Mobile locks up frequently, definitely frustrating. Yeah, Apple is I have an iPhone, so Apple and YouTube are really not friends. And you know, Apple has its requirements, and that's one thing that Rod and I talk about all the time. Androids and iPhones. You can get so many free apps and things on Androids, but a lot of things on iPhones you have to end up paying for it. So as long as they keep things affordable, I don't mind from time to time. But there's definitely pros and cons for each device. Android, so they should play nice with me. They should. And then when I use StreamYards is they upgraded their plans and increased the 720 to 1080 resolutions on your video. But I was on, where was I? Last week I was in the fish room on the laptop, and the laptop definitely needs some upgrades, and I'm gonna look into the device actually on the company's website to see if it's upgradable. Jeff says I can't even see my own comments. That is frustrating. And like the Zen Ginger said, sometimes you have to refresh and come back. So maybe it'll come back. That would be irritating. Yep, it sure would be. Dina, I hope you're doing well. I see that you've been trying to do some knitting, but your kitties want to lay on the yarn. I think that is so hilarious. But you know, when we get started in the hobby, we want to do things correctly, and our box stores have a policy that we understand is influenced by marketing, in order for them to keep selling you fish, selling you merchandise and stuff. And I know after I was in the hobby in the 80s briefly, but not seriously. I actually adopted, not adopted. The house that I was renting came with a 55-gallon aquarium with fish in it. Yeah, my male cat loves alpaca yarn. It's a real struggle. Jeff says I do it. Stays for a while. Your reading chat makes me notice I'm not seeing the new chats. Well, maybe I shouldn't read the chats, huh? Oh, that's frustrating. But you know, our box stores have to be influenced by marketing in order to stay afloat and to make a profit. And that's part of when you go from the hobby into a business. Is it still a hobby, or are you trying to make a living off of your business? And it can be both, but it's very frustrating to stay afloat unless you're offering something that the public wants to buy on a regular basis. And you know, I love that Dina has not only regular foods that is her brand, but she sells some store, you know, manufactured products like Rapashi, and she's getting ready, I think, to um, get some of Shrimp Empire Foods if she hasn't already, and also um, what else? Oh, the medicated flakes that she has and medicated foods that she has is necessary when we have fish illness. And you can get fish illness um, even if it's your own fish. Like my tanks right now are having problems due to um, that black algae and the aquarium not being cleaned on a regular basis. And you know, you've got plant decay. I had a plant melt due to duckweed growing and sucking the light away from the stem plants. And Jeff says it can be both. It is a lot more difficult to be both and not hurt the business side financially. That's true. It takes a balance, and it takes you getting refreshed mentally and emotionally in order to continue to enjoy it once you make it a business. Um, None of us have learned, you know, I've learned over the last 10 years, I'm not in this hobby to get rich, but if my hobby feeds my fish or helps me financially replace equipment from time to time, then to me it's beneficial because the hobby is paying for itself. And every once in a while I get to pocket a little money here and there when I'm selling some different species of fish. I haven't been selling much in the past year, but when I registered my business on Google, I was surprised by a couple walk-in customers where I was able to make an unexpected sale, but it doesn't happen often. Dina says Shrimp Envy Foods are now on the website. Congratulations. Yes, if you have shrimp and you like to use Shrimp Envy products, which I've used them, and they sent me a nice sample package and everything. And anyway, their food products are very good for your shrimp and your crustaceans. Snails, if you have snails, and I know there are people out there selling snail foods too, but it's also difficult for most to not take things personally at times. That's true. It takes a level of maturity, and you have to separate yourself emotionally in order to make good decisions and deal with the public. Just dealing with the public. And as a business owner, I'm sure Dina and even Ed can give us some input on the the regulations that our state, our city, and our counties put on us to file and pay our taxes, and that's the only frustrating part. So I'm not in a hurry, but I am like the Bible teaches us, count the cost before you actually start to build the plan. So that's the most important thing. Count the cost. I'm not good at that side. Most of us are not. It's some of us are very talented and gifted, but most of us are not good at that side. But anyway, the little pamphlet that I picked up from Petco, I wanted to go over some of its guidelines, and we all know that when you buy hang on the back filtration and things like that, when you're setting up an aquarium, because of the active carbon that's in some of the filter media, it is important that you do change that filter media out monthly, because y'all let me know if it's facts or not. After carbon starts has used its effectiveness up, instead of taking toxins out of the water column, it can actually be collecting toxins and throwing it back into the water column. So most of my aquariums, matter of fact, all of my aquariums now are running with just sponge filters. And that 140-gallon downstairs that's causing, that went cloudy and has the blackbeard algae in it, even though it's a natural looking aquarium, there's an imbalance. And you have to, as a hobbyist, keep researching to find out where the imbalance is. My weakness is I'm lazy. I hate to get out the test kit, the liquid test kit, and do proper water testing. And I don't think, nope, I don't think I have any. I have one aquarium that's still a deep substrate aquarium that I set up under the suggestion of Father Fish, and that's the 20-gallon here behind me. And it had gravel, and then I added 2 inches of black sandblasting sand, and it's had stem plants in it. It's had Amazon swords in it. Not sure what the discussion is about, still dealing with my web host. Okay, right now I think I'm discussing the hobbyist method of keeping fish versus our box store. I haven't really gotten into it yet, but the box stores are set up and influenced by marketing in order to stay in business. And when they sell a kit, they get a well-known brand like Aqueon or Tetra, and there's other ones out there like is it Imagitarium or something like that. They're reptile brands and other things like that. They have to market that and make money off of that in order to make a profit in their business and stay open. And even though I had gotten to the point in the hobby where I was raising my own fish, I was selling my own fish, I was still running things off of maybe my startup equipment or what I had purchased from hobbyists, or like when Diego was in business, I was using him to send me some off-brand items like air pumps and sponge filters and heaters that and lights that they lasted for a while. Some of the air pumps I didn't like because they were noisy. So I went back to the Tetra Whisper, which has been very faithful and quiet. I'll have one go bad every once in a while, but I found out that the diaphragms inside sometimes can wear out. And so I used the Pond Guy, and I just purchased a aeration kit from him, which comes with an air pump and tubing and two large air stones, which I will be putting in my 150-gallon water feature pond this winter, and I'm going to see how that goes. Yeah, the Zen Ginger Imagitarium is Petco. Okay, that's their brand. All right, thank you for letting me know. Hey, Rod. Good evening, honey. Hello, Mr. SLC Aquatics. So, when I first went to Petco and purchased two 20-gallon kits to get started back into the hobby, you know, they gave me the how long has it been set up, you know, or how long before I can get fish. And they said in 2 to 3 days, because they gave me the API products, the Stress Coat, Stress Zyme, and Quick Start, I believe. And he said after 3 days I could introduce some guppies or something. So I introduced 3 guppies to start with, and I didn't want any males. I wanted to actually have the excitement of getting surprises. So I got 3 pregnant females. Hello, Fish Fam Link. Welcome to the live stream. Dina says, yes, need to understand all costs and how to price products so that you can keep the doors open and pay all the bills. Yes, Dina. I know you know that from personal experience. I know you worked out of your house for a long time, and you got a storefront now, I do believe, don't you? Evening, Rod. Hope you're feeling good these days. Hello, my fellow fish-loving friends. And Jeff Kane says, agreed. Empire of Dirt Aquatics. Agreed. Everything aquatic. Many forget the expense of running a small business. So when I got started, I did bring those guppies home. And I have found out over the 10 years that when fry are born in your water conditions, they actually survive better than the adults. Because what would happen sometimes after giving birth, the strain of giving birth and the aquarium not being cycled, the female would pass away. He says he is. Thank you. Yes, Rod is feeling better. He came home kind of sick from California. I still think it was some food poisoning, but he's doing better and feeling much better. And I'm glad to have him home. It was just a week where I was 25 days away from him. That was quite a struggle. He and I both realized we'd never been that apart from one another that long. So back to the subject, when I was getting started with the hobby, my tanks weren't cycled. I didn't understand what the nitrogen cycle was, because back in the day when I was a teenager keeping fish, the most important thing was to have a carbon filter on your aquarium. I don't think they were putting as much chlorine in the water at time as they are today, that we're drinking a lot of chlorine in our waters if you don't have a filter or letting your water gas off that you're drinking, or drinking bottled water now. So anyway, I don't remember having to do anything. I don't remember adding any dechlorinator or anything to my fish tanks. I don't remember doing that back in the 70s. But I had guppies and wild guppy grass when I was a kid, and then when all those guppies died from probably ammonia spikes because my tanks were uh, overpopulated, and I didn't know about water changes and stuff. Holly Gibbs is in the house. Hello, Holly. Fish freaks. Hope you're doing well, dear. Love you. And so I basically have learned a little bit about the nitrogen cycle and how important it is to take seeded sponge filters and put them in a new aquarium. And if you have any decor that's been in the an aged aquarium any length of time, bring some of that over, and that helps jumpstart the nitrogen cycle. But it's important to look at your water perimeters and keep a watch on things like that. When I first got back into the hobby, I had good hard water here. It was like 7.2, 7.4 right out of the tap. Well, the last 3 and 4 years, it's gone acidic. And if you reach 7.0, that's on a good day. And I don't know if it's the age of my pipes or our water company has changed things. And they've done some pipe replacements and things like that. So I don't know what's going on at the water plant to change the RPH. I'm not sure if it's the age of our water pipes here on this property that's maybe changed it. So sometimes in the hobby, because of your natural pH changing in your water source, and I've never used an RO system to where you have to add your own minerals and things back into your water, but you have to change your fish species sometimes. My guppies are still doing well. My mutt guppies are doing well, but when I was purchasing a more higher quality guppy, they weren't living as long and they weren't giving birth in my water, and I couldn't get the KH to help buffer the pH. I couldn't get the KH up, so I was struggling there. My plecos have done well for the last few years. I lost all of my mystery snails. They were overpopulating at one point, and I think I sold out. I sold myself out of mystery snails, not knowing that you can hurt yourself selling out products sometimes to where they don't reproduce. And the albino bristlenose plecos have always bred. My blue-eyed lemon bristlenose plecos, I lost my breeding females, and so I sold my male because I couldn't get any locally. I couldn't find any blue-eyed ones. So we do have a poll in the chat. Anyone that hasn't gone up and voted, I'm asking if anyone wants to see the Fish Fam community newsletter come back, yes or no, and just be honest. And we've got several in the chat that will help feed articles, and I've made a conversion of my website so I have to get used to using it. I have a blog section that keeps articles, and I can use those hot links to put in the emails. And if there's anything that you as a community would like to see, I do try to put upcoming events when I know of them. I will be probably in close touch with Fish Fam Links because he keeps the information going over there. And if anybody uses Fish Fam Links and don't support him, I encourage you to become a Patreon and to go over there and do a monthly support if you can, to keep him going, because he just strictly does it out of his own pocket. He has some helps that do things also, and now that he's got this bot going, that whenever someone goes live, it automatically goes into the chat. I don't know how he knows how to do that, but it goes into the chat and it advertises, click the like. It encourages you to join memberships or do super chats or things like that. So I appreciate that a lot. What types of articles am I looking for? I always look for the community's short stories about what goes on in their fish room, how you got in the hobby, fish, plant, or fish disease related, species. Sometimes we can share species. I've had articles on the nitrogen cycle. Ed shared his trip to Peru and the fish that he collected and brought back with him, and that experience that he had while he was in Peru. So personal articles about your fish hobby, whether it be fish species, plants, aquariums, even if you do DIY things like maybe aquarium backgrounds or filters. I've done filters and things like that. And if y'all come up with something different that you want to share with the community, people that maybe a new business that's opening up, or you found a mom and pop store or something like that you want to see advertised. I don't charge for advertising in the newsletter, because to me, if it helps the community, I just want it to be a help and inspiration. And I want you to look forward to it coming into your email inbox. And I'm not the greatest marketer, but I play around with some templates, and right now I still use the freebies that's available, and sometimes I create my own. So that's what I'm looking for. And 2025 is a new year, and I would like to try new things. Lee Wilcox is in the house. Hello, Lee. Susan and Rod, hello. Hello, sweetheart, from across the pond. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Of course, you wouldn't be celebrating Thanksgiving, would you? Maybe getting ready for the Christmas holiday. We got a few more minutes here before 7 and Central Time. And anyway, the box stores tell you that you can come in and get fish in 2 or 3 days after the water's been set up. This book surprisingly explains the nitrogen cycle. So I was surprised that it was in this book. And it talks about testing your water and your water qualities, and your acclimation guide on even how to acclimate your fish when you first get them in, soak them in their fish bags in the aquarium. And some species you do need to learn how to do a drip acclimation to it. And then it has a guide on tank maintenance and monthly cleaning of your filters, and different species that you can keep in your water quality. Hello, my darling. We do have a Thanksgiving, but we call it Harvest Festival. It's the same thing. Oh, great. I think that's wonderful. Rod says, hello, Lee. Rod's hanging out in chat tonight. I am so happy. I guess he's got a new he's using a laptop, and he has a new lap stand that helps him for his fingers not to go over things to mess up the mechanics of the laptop. So I'm hoping the laptop's behaving for you and working good for you tonight, honey. It looks like it is. So that was the discussion tonight. As far as we haven't really done the box store versus what the hobbyists do. Now I just set up an aquarium, and I will either manually age it or jump start it by seeding it with a seeded sponge filter. Fish Fam Link says, help our community grow. Like this video and hit subscribe. Thank you. So there are differences, and the hobbyists, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I was talking about how I set up tanks now. My best setups was the deep substrate aquarium with sponge filters, and if you keep your house around 70, you don't need a heater for most of your species. Now if you go into the cichlids who need higher temperatures, yeah, you're going to need a heater. But I like the deep substrate planted aquarium, heavily planted, so that the plants can actually absorb the harmful things that can go on in the tank. And I was able to go for like 2 weeks without feeding my fish, because thank God Rod was home when I had to go to Virginia this last time, because I was gone for 25 days. He fed my fish for me, but I had him, feeding my fish room every 2 to 3 days. That way he wouldn't have ammonia spikes, and he wouldn't have to do any major water changes while I was gone. Lee says, I have some pals that would like to subscribe and leave a like. They don't have channels. They just love the people I love. They're not trolls, okay? Okay, dear. That's fine. Love you. Appreciate it. I keep the house at 76, Jeff says. The dehumidifier keeps the fish room at 82 to 85. Oh, that's nice. What, little Lee, the annoying one. Hello. Oh. And Empire of Dirt Aquariums, Jeff Kane just gifted 10 memberships to Susan for SLC Aquatics. Thank you so much. Amazing, amazing, amazing. These people are going to be shocked. Barbara Jackson, Jenna P, Candy Overalls, Priscilla M, um, Jeffro, Linda Worth, Elffish Tanks, Mountain Greenery, and Big Steve's Glass Boxes. Thank you so much, Jeff Kane, for those 10 gifted memberships. Sue, I wear glasses. I'm a lady when I wear Sue's clothes when she is at work. It's so funny. He is so funny. Was that only 9 or did I count wrong? Let me see. Let me go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does look like 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're correct, the Zen Ginger. Hmm. Hello, Stephen P. 2003 Aquatics. Hello and welcome to the live stream. Yep, don't know what went wrong there. Princess Lyra the Beautiful. I am so pretty. Meow. Oh, that is so cute, Lee. Yep, only 9, but praise the Lord anyhow. That's all I can say. I appreciate each and every one of you. So there is a poll in the chat, Lee. Anybody who wants to vote for the Fish Fam Community newsletter to come back, yes or no. Dina says, hi everyone that popped in while I was dealing with the web host. Dina, did everything get fixed, dear? Jeff Kane gifted 10 memberships, but we only counted 9. And Lee Wilcox has some friends who are subscribing. Yep, YouTube is being weird. Jody gifted me 10 memberships yesterday, and only a few went through at the time, and the rest went through today. Yeah, something's going on. There's got to be some changes going on, and this is the end of the year, and technology is expected to change severely in 2025. So let's put our seatbelts on, as we say, and let's prepare our best for the ride that we have ahead. Dina says, now to work on everything to get the website back to where it should be. Black Friday sales will be going away shortly. So go to everythingaquatic.net and get those prices now while you can, before they go away and the fixes are put into place. 95% is fixed. At least the website is again functioning. Great. That is good news. Marvel, I am Russian blue. I am not Russian. We are all voting yes, Susan. My color is Russian blue. Did you know that meow in English is the same in Russian? Meow. Lee is in a really good mood tonight. Thank you so much for these chuckles, my friend. Hope y'all are having plans, making plans to get together with family. I'm still decorating. I've done a lot of decorating in the house and only a little bit outside. Well, actually in the window that will show outside. Ninja, I bite ankles. I really do bite ankles. Well, guys, I am getting ready to sign off. Again, thank you for those who hang out and are faithful to support. And I really do love and appreciate each one of y'all. 12 current viewers, um, 13 current viewers. I don't know what the like chat count is. Oh, 11 likes and 10 new members. So I don't know. Oh, I did want to mention before I disappear, this is Giving Tuesday, right? So Amazon Research Center in Peru. I'm going to go to website and pull that up. Wow. I got to transform it to fit in the screen. Okay. All right. I'm coming over. You can still hear me. And I don't know why that is so large. But if you'd like to give, bring Christmas to the village children, and support the opening of the Aquarium of the Amazon. Start a fundraiser to make Christmas happen and open the Aquarium of the Amazon. We're no longer accepting donations on this campaign, but there are other ways for you to support us today. They have earned $10,620 towards their 10,000 goal. We're asking a few of our key partners to rally their friends, family, and networks to support our work. So you can still donate your friend here giving $50 per month, or you can give one-time donations. So if you are interested, by all means, go over there and support them. And again, I love you guys. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Holly says, thank you, everyone. Have a blessed one. You too. And let me find my closing video. This is Susan for SLC Aquatics, hashtag FishFamMom. And the poll is at 80% yes for the newsletter to come back. So, here we go. Love you.